Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Sleepy Shy, grats on the first. Saibi, grats on the second. Jen Nemo, grats on the third. Tom Solo, welcome in. Grats on the fourth. And Cupcakes, grats on the fifth. Clap and a half to all my early birds. Clap and a half. Welcome all, everybody. Clap and a half. Hello, hello, hello. Rasty and Masa, hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the sippies. I'm gonna take a big sip of my coffee. And welcome back and welcome to the dinnering. Oh. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I forgot that was a thing I needed to do. Let's see. And a Hollow Knight GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr? Heck yeah! Fill me in, how does it work? I need to know, Hey, yo, Kaya Knight, welcome in. It's good to see you. Here we go. We are updated. Greed! Welcome in, it's good to see you. How are you? How was your weekend? Hi, Mama, how are you, pretty lady? Been a while. It has been a while, party boy. How have you been? Have you been staying cool in all of this heat? What's the GeoGuessr? It shows a random spot on the map of Hollow Nest, and you gotta place a marker where it is. Ooh. I like that. I wish to give this a try. Lethal, hello, how are you? Welcome in Cax, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the head, Pat Sleepy Shy. Bryson, hey ya. Yokoso. Momo no stream. Welcome in, it's good to see you. Hello, everybody. Where's that been? Because it's been raining. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope it's been safe in your area. Oh my gosh, Raspy, thank you for the 100 biddies. Raspy, how have you been? Hopefully you're feeling better today. After you've had a chance to rest post-stream. Seems about 85 to 90% correct at all times. Yes, let's go! That's awesome. That... Nemo, that's amazing. I love that. I want to give it a try. If you have instructions, let me know. It's been too long. I missed you. I missed you too, Bryson. It's good to see you. Yeah, I just got back from being on hiatus from being sick. Started to breathe from the smoke, but I'm alive. I hope it gets better soon. That's literally just the worst when it's hard to breathe because of the fires. Like, I grew up in California where we had really bad wildfires all the time. So, like, I definitely sympathize, but I hope it gets better for you soon. I really, really do. Hi, Mama Candy. Candy, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Lethal, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. How are you? How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? It's crazy that I'm also playing DBD right now as well. Oh my goodness. Dino, 11 wiggles for 11 months. Let's go. Clap and a half for you, Dino. Here's so many more months together. I can't believe it's been 11 months. It's amazing. Happy Gamer Month. Happy Gamer Month to you two now. Oh my gosh, we have all the friends. Bryson, are you playing the PTB with the new killer? How are you? I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, Candy? Yeah, it's been a nice weekend. I spent a lot of time out in the sun today. So I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm a little fried. We're gonna try to go for 2 hours. I don't think I can make it for 3. I spent 3 hours today at Home Depot, and then I spent another 3 hours out in the sun, piling soil up, watering it, putting plant food in place, ripping up boxes, making my grow beds for the summer. I am so wiped out. Well, I'm not enjoying it here right now in the heat. I'm loving it here in stream. Oh God, it's so hot in California right now, isn't it? Demon Ace, oh my gosh, 11 months. Clap it up for you. Here's so many more months together. Demon Ace, oh my gosh. The man, the myth, the legend. Thank you. No, I'm not, unfortunately. I don't usually play the PTB. I usually don't either. But Bryson, how are your matches going? It's good to see you. I hope life's been treating you kindly. Hello, Hunter. Hunter, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Dino, thank you for the sippies. I'm gonna take a big sip of coffee. I just found out there's a straight gay alliance flag. There's a what? There's a what? But hey, allies come in all shapes and sizes, so respect, absolute respect. How hot is it in California right now? It's probably pretty toasty. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. Like it started out pretty hot and humid, and then as the day went on, it started to storm. So like, and there was a nice breeze. So that was nice. That was nice. But Momo has acquired 26 new plant friends. Technically 34 new plant friends because 8 of them are in transit. Momo made some questionable decisions. Excited for Springtrap though. I'm definitely going to be buying him with that Matthew Lillard skin. Ooh, that's exciting. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Who here gardens? Who here is a friend of the plants? I know Anna is a friend of the plants. I think the triple digit heat and style. I'm about to be a puddle pirate. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Look it up, it's interesting. Straight Gay Alliance flag. I'm gonna have to look that up, yeah. Candy, how have you been? Did you do anything fun this weekend? But welcome in everybody. And yeah, Lethal, I'm all over the sickness, thank you. Yeah, it was really bad. I'm glad to be back though. I really missed you guys. Okay guys, so today we're playing Dead by Daylight. And guys, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, I am super tired from being in the heat and then doing physical labor. So I think we're gonna try to end around 11 p.m. MST, which is technically an hour early. If I don't get raided, I think that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm really sorry. I know it's gonna be kind of a shorter stream tonight, but we will be doing Silent Hill 2 tomorrow. It's gonna be a long one. Thank you for the head patties. And thank you guys for sharing all of your like resubs and your stream anniversaries. Thank you guys for literally all of the support. It means the world to me. So Raging, no. It's busy as usual. I haven't streamed in like 8 months. It's just been such a busy part of my life right now. I'm gonna try streaming again real soon. I hope you get the chance to, Bryce, and I hope you get the chance to, especially, I know you were really excited about Blueprints. Dracor, Sunday DBD with Momo, yes! How are you doing, Dracor? It's been too long. How are you? I'm gonna be friends with plants, but plants just want to give me character development. Oh my gosh. Do they have tragic arcs that very quickly reach their season finale, shall we say? That happens. You sound a lot better. I feel so much better. I had a cup of coffee and I was able to eat custard today. I treated myself to some custard and that was delightful and I wasn't coughing. So it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. I'm glad to be back. Pretty much, yeah, no. So guys, I had a mint plant when I lived in Boston. I had a mint plant and the mint plant lived in my shower, like literally in my shower, in like a container, right? And this mint plant, like if I moved it to the kitchen, it threatened to die. Like it just started to brown and yellow. And if I moved it to like a better place, then it just was just like, I don't like it here. Put me back in the shower. I yearn for the shower. So I literally had a mint plant that did amazingly well in my shower. It was literally like I had a little like shelf in my shower and that's where my mint plant was, not receiving any direct sunlight. It only got the water when I like reached for like my shampoo or my conditioner. It only got the water that dripped off my hand. And my mint plant loved it. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have a mint plant that is just like, do not give me fertilizer, do not give me sun, do not give me water. I wish for the shower. And it lived that way for 3 years, guys. 3 years. And it was the hell. And here's the funniest part is when I moved out, I gave the mint plant to somebody because I wasn't able to take it with me on like the plane back to California. So I gave it to somebody and they're just like, how do you care for this? And I go, just put it in your shower. And they're like, in my shower? And I'm like, trust me. If you put it anywhere else, it will perish. It needs to be in your shower at all points in time. Anyways, they tried to move it to their, like, they had a really nice greenhouse and they tried to grow it there and it just died. They brought it back, they put it in the shower and then it thrived. I had shower mint. Don't know why, but you pegged me as an orange tea with honey type of person. Very close. I do like orange tea with honey, but I am a lemon tea with honey person. Only because I can't get orange tea. Oh yeah, speaking of things outside, my mint recovered and my aloe went to seed and the koi have spawned. I'll have to send you a picture when they're bigger than a speck. Yes, I can't wait to see. So exciting. I feel so much better. But yes, guys, that is the story of Momo's shower mint. It... Speaking of character growth arcs, that mint went through some things. Plants fear me. I just know kelp plants. That mint liked the bathwater. The mint thrived on the gamer girl bathwater. That's all I'm saying. Don't try that at home. Don't try gamer girl bathwater mint at home. Okay, so we're gonna do some Survivor. We are not going to play as the classy Nick Cage gentleman. The what? The gamer girl bathwater. Gamer girl bathwater. I don't know. I think we're gonna play some Sable. Has to be peach dragon water. It might be. Okay, we're gonna play as Sable. We're gonna be very fashionable. All natural shampoos, fertilizer. I was using like, I don't know. I was using like something apple scented. I don't remember. That's wild. The mint more of a freak than I. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I don't know why, guys. Like I had this mint since it was a seedling, and it was just like I yearn for the shower. And the thing is I researched it, and like mint likes partial sun. It likes to be well drained. It likes to be watered regularly, like twice a week. It's a hard plant to like. It's pretty hardy. It's pretty resilient. But by no means should it have been totally fine in my shower for like 3 years. Probably adapted to the light and could convert that light wave. You know, I wonder, maybe. Chat Momo has slept since then, details get fuzzy. Yeah, if I've slept at least once, like half the details are gone. LED or old bulb type. What did I have? I think it was an old LED. It's an older LED. But yeah, it was wild. Please don't sell our game. No, I'd never do that. Davanitas, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Life finds a way. It sure does. Thank you guys for hearing and listening to my meanderings about the shower mint that was. So I found a lonely raspberry bush, and I found the last strawberry plant at Home Depot. Like the last one that was like an actual year old, like not just like barely out of crown state. So I have a raspberry bush. I have 8 blueberry trees / shrubs that are on their way. I'm the Steve and my friend's the Kate. Welcome in. Yeah. I hope that everything goes well in this match. Good luck. Have fun. And it's nice meeting you both. Okay, so we are on a gen. So I have a raspberry bush, a strawberry plant, some blueberry plants. I have questions. I found alien. That would make a difference, but I know that some plants can live off just electric lights. That's wild to me. That's wild that plants can adapt that way. Yeah, plants definitely can. I have to run for my life. It's time to go. Jaker, what have you been playing lately? Have you played any Claire Obscure recently? Also, G-Kill, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you? Did you do anything fun this weekend? It was cosplaying as Resident Evil Herb. It kind of was. It kind of was. Let's see, I've never played Clarence. Oh, Claire Obscure. Did I say Clarence or did I say Clarence? Sunday Trick, welcome in. It's good to see you. Also with the mirror running. D&D today and had my first stream history. Yes, let's go. Congratulations on hitting affiliate. Clap it up for you, G-Kill. That's awesome. Congratulations. What did you do for your first affiliate stream? I have been doing pretty well. I've been feeling better from COVID and everything, which has been nice. Like, it was kind of lousy to have 3 weeks of being sick, you know? The brain fog is still there though. But I'm so glad you had your first affiliate stream. Congratulations, that's such a huge milestone. Yeah, fill me in, Draper. But yeah, it sounds like you've been pretty busy. What sorts of collabs have you been up to? And how did D&D go, Chico? Stone to let someone swim. It is time for swim sim, as they say. Uh-oh. Standard Trick, what have you been up to? But yeah, it's, I've been doing a lot of gardening recently. I've never been able to have a garden before, so I've really been trying to work on that, recently. And, it looks like I'll be growing blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, carrots, potatoes, onions, garlic, rosemary, thyme, mint, sugar snap peas, cucumbers, squash, pumpkins, and cantaloupe. That's exciting, right? And also flowers, because we like pollinators and we like bees here. So we had to get some tasty snacks for our friends. Busy garden, very busy. Ooh, how did the Phasmophobia collab go? It sounds like so much fun. Far more than a garden. I appreciate the edible gardens. They are full of snacks. But yeah, it is kind of more like an edible garden. A very busy garden. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to post pictures of it once I'm done. I have 2 raised grow beds right now, and then I also have a bucket that's on like my I have like a concrete slab that's outside, and I have a bucket that's actually half a whiskey barrel, and it's gonna be filled with pollinators, like flowers for the pollinators. And some of those plants are wild. They can survive to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is crazy to me. Ghosts don't like me. I'm sure that they just wanted to get to know you better. I think that they just wanted to do like a 51st date situation with you. I think that's really more what the situation was. But that's awesome. I know that the Split Fiction collab is one that you've been enjoying a lot. Yeah, so much. So much garden stuff. So I'll send you guys pictures once everything is like a little bit more set up. But for the first time in my life, I have had plants that have survived more than a week. So that's pretty exciting. They just thought you were cool, Draco. They wanted your autograph. You're a famous Twitch streamer. They wanted your autograph. Good job, Mama. Thank you. Dana, what have you been up to recently? I hope life's been treating you kindly. Uh-oh. No! Oh, no work schedule. Are you working like, are you going from like working mornings to working nights? I can usually, like, changing in work schedules can be really, really hard on one's sleep cycle, so I hope you're still getting enough sleep. Offkai? What's Offkai? That sounds like so much fun. I know that there's a lot of VTubers who go to like TwitchCon and things like that. I'm trying to think of who I know that went last year. I think Pickle. I think Crunchy Pickle went last year, which I thought was really cool. Oh, mornings now. Oh no. It's all fun and games until they switch you to a morning shift. I should probably take the hex strip off. Convention. Ooh! That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds amazing. I hope you have the best time. Like, I hope you have a fun and safe time. I hope the weather's good and that everybody's really nice. It's been my typical experience that I've met a handful of other VTubers in person. Some I knew before I was a VTuber, back from my esports days, and I feel like there's about to be an alien who's going to crunch on me. Uh-oh, both exits are reset. It's been my typical experience that most VTubers are just really, really nice. Oh, shoot. I was really hoping they didn't hear me. It's okay. It's been my experience that most VTubers are just really, really nice people. Yeah, I knew a few before I became a VTuber, and then I've met a handful of them. I actually am very good friends with someone who is, they work with Irium. And, I met her in person forever ago, and she's just incredibly nice. She's just one of the nicest people on the face of the planet. That was really cool. Right? It's so cool. Like, especially the greater VTuber community. Like, I've met some really amazing people that I'm really lucky to call friends. So that's awesome. I really hope that they're as nice in person as they are online, and I hope that you just have the best time. That sounds amazing. See if we can get this open. I hope you adapt to the new schedule quickly, Dino. It's always hard to, like, adjust your new work schedule. I can't figure out what the totem is. Probably up on the hill, yeah. but we're just gonna dip. We're gonna get our balance landing trigger and we're gonna run. VTubers have only ever encountered really nice people and it's been a nice change of pace. It's really nice. Like some of the VTubers that I've met are just absolutely amazing people. Like, I'm trying to think of who else I've met in person. Like, I don't want to dox anybody, but I've met probably 5 or 6 VTubers that are in like my community or like tangential to my community, and they've just always been super nice. Let's see. I met them. I met my friend from Irium. I met probably like 5 or 6, yeah. And they've always just been super nice. GG, good game, well played, Daminatus. I think I said that wrong. But good game, well played. I'm glad you and the cake got out. Have a great rest of your night. Take good care of yourself, and don't forget to get something to drink if you need it.
Where am I?
But yeah, thanks for coming into chat. It was good to have you. Cerebus, 1995, thank you for the follow and welcome in. My name's Momo, it's so nice to meet you. Hyper-adjustment goes smooth, it's crazy sometimes, fun. It can be a lot. Just like you're playing Alien Isolation again. The Alien ate me like a lot, guys. The Alien I wish I had like a death counter for that game. Because I think I died like 300 or 400 times during the course of Alien Isolation. It was rough. But yeah, Lethal, what have you been up to recently? Oh my gosh. Is that Alexia? Is that Alexina? Good evening. Speaking of Alien, I was a Xenomorph Queen last game. Clapping out for you, Cerebus. That was a crazy match. You played amazing. Your chases were really on point. And also your ability to use the tail to hit over the pallets, that was absolutely incredible. You nailed me a couple of times with that. And I wish I had that level of precision when I played the Queen. I wish I had that level of precision. You absolutely knocked it out of the park, my friend. Clap and half for you. That was awesome. The counter would have broken. The counter probably would have broken. Yeah. I am perceiving Momo. Luna, if you guys haven't checked out my really good friend Luna Orion VT, they are absolutely amazing and they knock it out of the park whenever they play. Don't Starve, Overwatch 2, anything that Luna Orion plays. They are amazing, so please consider giving them a follow if you guys haven't already. Luna, it's so good to see you. I've missed you. So good to see you. Thank you, my friend. The darn baskets kept ruining me, but you also played well too. Thank you. It was so good playing with you. Like, that was awesome. That was really awesome. Good luck in your next match, but thank you for being a rockstar killer. And I hope your cues are good and fast, and I hope that players are kind to you as you get through the rest of the match. He goes, oh yeah, of course, but clapping out for you. Thank you for coming in. It was so good to see you. It always makes my night when like I'm playing a survivor and the killers come in or the other survivors come in. That made my night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Missed my wholesome DVD player. Aw, Luna, I missed you too. What have you been up to? I know that you've been streaming a lot more recently. Word of note, I always accept head pats. Can I offer, Cerebus, can I offer you these in supplication and in tribute? They aren't head pats for you, but here's a free head pat regime. I wish I could go back in Dead by Daylight and give you head pats, but there we go. Thank you for the sippies, Linda. I'm gonna take a big sip of water. That works, thank you. Of course, of course. Thanks for stopping in again. It was so good to see you. Just fine setting up a schedule and really going back into streaming, which has been a lot of fun. Yes, that's awesome. What all have you been streaming lately? Also, Dracor, I need to play Split Fiction. I have like 3 people that want to play with me. I haven't played with anybody yet, but I need to. But Momo, are you, I did take a sip of water. I'm gonna take another one. Am I reading anything new? Ooh. So I've been reading Trust of the Emerald Sea. I kind of stalled on that, but recently I picked up Sadie by Courtney Summers. It's it is a, oh, it's Myers. It's time for Halloween. But basically it's a thriller kind of told in a series of like memoirs. I highly recommend it in audiobook format because Basically, I think it's like, I don't remember the exact premise of this because I'm only a couple of pages in on the reread. But basically, there was a popular like crime podcast person, and they're basically following the case of a disappearing teenager named Sadie, who was actually a runaway, and Sadie's story, and it's told from a variety of perspectives and interviews. Some of them are Sadie's and some of them are like from the person who's following the case. But I highly recommend it. And then she also did another book, Courtney Summers did another book called, I think, Project 13, which is supposed to be really good. And I'm about to start reading Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. If you guys have heard of Archives of Our Own, AO3, AO3 was actually partially founded by Naomi Novik, who fought a huge legal battle on whether or not fan fiction should be considered freedom of speech and be allowed. So if you guys are interested in any of that, you guys can read all about Naomi Novik, I think, on her website. But she is also just an amazing author, and she did a book called Deadly Education, which is basically Harry Potter for adults, which was crazy. It was really good. Same games, Overwatch, Hollow Knight. Ooh, how far are you in Hollow Knight, and how are you liking it? Oh no. I ran into a wall. I am sorry, wall. Battle Operations 2 Doom. Ooh, are you playing the new Doom or one of the older ones? Never trust a Myers on Raccoon City Police Department. You never know where he's gonna hide. There's like 20 million vantage points. Doom 2016. Was that the first re-release of the Doom series? In DMC4. Ooh, how are you liking DMC4? I am a huge Devil May Cry fan. I played 1, 2, and 3 back in the day, and then I haven't played 4 or 5 yet, but I need to. So yeah, highly recommend not getting clonked by Myers. Hiya! Thank you for the flowers, my dear. Hiya! Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? How did your debut go? Congratulations on your debut! Clap for you. If you guys haven't checked out Chuketsky, that is my friend Paya. Paya is absolutely amazing. They are a variety VTuber, and they just had their 1.0 debut. I'm so proud of them. Clapping out for you, Paya! It's so good to see you. Thank you for the flowers and the head patties. Not far in Holiday at all. I easily lost it in game. But it's so fun! Do you like the little bug hops? Because you can like bounce on things if you hit it with your nail. Have you figured out the bug hops yet? Because those were my favorite part. They make like such cute little bounces. Of course, Pi. It's so good to see you. I hope life's been treating you well. Thank you so much for the flowers and the head pats. I hope everything went well for your debut. I know you put so much work into it. I'm so sorry that I missed it. I've just been really sick. But I can't wait to see the model. I can't wait to see everything that you put together for your channel. Oh my gosh, those emotes are so cute. Let's go get the friend. Okay. They're so adorable. I love them, Pi. I love them so much. Baphomet. Yes, it was the first new Dooms. Yes! Also, Baphomet, hi, how are you? Happy Sunday, it's good seeing you. It was the day before yesterday, too. Finish what? See, I think I missed it. Oh, Doom 2016. Because the Doom that just came out, I think it's Doom Dark Ages, was that a, are they standalone games, or are they, like, sequential? I can never remember with Doom. I'm gonna go lurk because I forgot to go water dinner. Have a good lurk, Anna. Thank you for being here. They look so good. They look so good, Paya. You're so talented. It makes me so happy that you made time to come see me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad your debut went well. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. It's good to not be sick. Like, I think I kind of took being healthy for granted until I was sick for 3 weeks. It's a prequel. Okay, so the new Doom is a prequel, so I can play that first before playing the new one. Just got off some Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Ooh! So tabletop RPG, so like D&D style. I was looking at Rogue Trader. My friend Silky is like super obsessed with it these days, and it looked like it was so much fun. Look at stream, I get so busy too. Miss Lynn, I missed you too. I want to give the new Doom a try, but I'm gonna get super oh god. I'm gonna get super bonked because I'm not good at FPS games. Oh no! He knew! I think this is permanent stealth Myers. I don't think I've heard a tick up. Hey, he's right there. But yes, that sounds absolutely like a great time. I'm glad you had fun with your friends. I'm really glad you had fun with your friends. Okay. Blitz Kronos. What a great name. Easy mode exists, you don't have to be the masochist. I'm gonna have to give it a try. Like, would you guys describe it as like a challenging FPS? Ow. Also, Kai, what have you been playing? And Luna, I know you said something about DMC 1 through 3. I missed the message. Did you play through all of them? No. Not like this. Not like this, chat. If fire enough shots in its general direction, I'm sure you'll win eventually. I just have to let statistics take over, right? Thank you for the head patties. Oh, no worries about it. Yeah, I'm just, I'm glad that your debut went okay. What all have you been playing recently? There's so many good games out right now. I kind of look at like the list of games that came out this year alone. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so many good games. I don't know how I'm gonna find time to play them all. God, every time! Uh-oh. Am I gonna get got? Thank you for rooting for me. Maybe I just wiggle over here. What if I just do a little floor pancake wiggle? There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. It's honestly hard to choose. Okay, so New Doom is a prequel, so if I do New Doom and then the old Doom, then life is gonna be good. Ooh, Stellar Blade. I've been, I remember I watched some of the... I feel like that's one where I watched some of the development, I think. But there's so many good games. Like there's, let's see, South of Midnight, Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which I just beat. I just 100%ed it, like literally 2 days ago. And then, Monster Hunter Wilds. What else was there this year? The new Doom. Kazan First Berserker. I deserve that. What else was there? Did you love it? Yeah, I absolutely loved it, Pi. Like, I can't recommend that game enough to, like, anybody who likes turn-based RPGs, anybody who likes rhythm games, anybody who likes music overall. Like, I think that that game really has something for everybody. Like, the story is amazing, the music is wonderful, the graphics, the vistas that you see are beautiful, the writing is good. The only thing that's hard is the parries can be really tricky to hit, but they have a story mode, which is actually very forgiving in terms of parries. So I think that it has something for everybody, which is really good. We're back into, oh, Oblivion! Oh, and how have you been liking Night Rain, Dino? I haven't given it a try yet. Remind me about Stellar Blade Baphomet, because I feel like this is one where I followed the development, but I can't remember. Also, Luna, I'm so sorry I missed part of your message about DMC 1 through 3. But I played it way back when. I played DMC 1, 2, and 3 way back when, because there were some developers with those games that crossed with the Shin Megami Tensei developers, and I was a huge Shin Megami Tensei fan. Here you go. I got you. I'm really nervous about this. Okay. Some Legend Near Automata. Oh, this! Yes! I have seen this. For some reason, Stellar Blade and AI Limit were like operating like they were living in the same brain cell chunk. Like the same neuron was just like, I know what this is. Okay, I need to get out of here. Where even am I? Nikkei. Oh, that, yes. Yes. I bet it's going to be amazing. What's the official release date? Can I not get to the back end? Oh my god, you're right there. Goodbye, sir. Ow! Are you winning, Momo? I am. Also, Andre, thank you so much for the 14 months. Oh my goodness gracious, thank you. Clap and half for you. I really appreciate it. Here's to many more months together. Night Rain is fun. Oh, you've been playing it too, Kai? I didn't know that. To quote something related to the next license, it's been so long. Are we racing? I am just a very happy floor pancake. But no, I got, you came in just in time for me to get super clonked, Andre. Looks like Myers wants a race. We're off to the races. We're off to the races. No! I didn't know that was gonna happen. I thought we were both gonna live. Want to get and play Elden Ring, but I finished regular Elden Ring first. Ooh, how far in are you, Paya? There's like so much good stuff. R.I.P. Jeff, he lost the slug race. No, poor Jeff, I feel so bad. Good game, well played. Very early game. Got you. Also, service, yeah, Myers wanted a race. I was like, what's happening? But yeah, I think you were right. I think it was a race. So there's like a pseudo Sekiro class in Night Rain. June 11th. Ooh, I'm gonna give that demo a try. After Clair Obscure, I need a game to fuel my addiction to video games, and it might as well be that one. Oh, but speaking of, guys, I have my PS5 set up now, so we're gonna have to do a test stream. We might do it on the midnight hour this week. But I have a PS5, which means I have access to Demon Souls and I have access to Bloodborne. So that's exciting. P100 Myers. That Myers is an absolute legend. They were so good at that. That was wild. 4 days off now. Yes, let's go, Andre. Happy long weekend. Are you excited about it? Wait, it's Sunday, so... Oh, you don't have to work again until like Thursday, right? Demon Souls. Which on PS5 you can play with their version of Game Pass. It's awesome. There's so much there. I actually have a subscription to it. And I can't wait to see what they have. Like, there's just so much that they have. Absolutely. Yes, let's go. What an absolute legend. I think once you get to be Prestige 100 Myers, my theory about Prestige 100 Myers is you just take over for him in Dead by Daylight. Because you are that much of a legend that the real Myers just has to like very gracefully bow out to you and be like, yeah, this person is the real OG. That's my theory. Bloodborne, heck yeah. Oh, the Elden Ring DLC. I haven't played that either, Dino. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna pull up Stellar Blade real fast here. Let's see. This, yes. This looks amazing. So I was excited about Stellar Blade and I was excited about Tides of Annihilation. Clair Obscur was not one that was even on like my radar. But guys, if you have Xbox Game Pass, because it is on that, and you guys want to try something new, maybe you're burned out on like video games that are more in like your typical genre, I highly recommend it. It has a little bit of a slow start, but after you do a zone or two, you're gonna be like, this game is great. So highly recommend. If you guys are just looking for something to break you out of like a video game hangover, that is the game for it. It will cause a worse hangover, so be prepared for that, but great game. Shout out the Urtree is sick. Oh, Gico, did you beat it? You probably did, you're a legend. Andre, how have you been? How have you been? It's good to see you. Thank you for the sippies, and then take a big sip of water. Also, don't mind me, Momo was literally just a golden retriever in a VTuber body. I have become happy golden retriever VTuber. Demon Souls? Yeah, weren't you playing Demon Souls on stream like a couple of months ago, Dino? I thought you were. I'm gonna be up working chill with you. It's nice to chill with you too. I hope work was nice and easy for you this weekend, no major problems. Thank you for the sippies and helping to keep me hydrated, Pi. I really appreciate it. Baldur's Gate kind of came out of nowhere and suddenly everybody playing it and playing it's cool. It is so cool. Like, I actually think I may stream the first part of that game to you guys to see if you guys would be interested in it. I don't think I can do the entire game on stream because I 100%ed it, and 100%ing it took me, I am not kidding, 170 hours of gameplay. I have played Clair Obscur more than I have played Monster Hunter Wilds at this point. Dracor, can we talk about this? Can I offer you, maybe you're an elemental VTuber, can I offer you maybe some slag or magma in these trying times? Maybe? Dracor? Dracor? I've got a knight chasing me. Doing about 68 hours. Oh my gosh, Kai, you literal legend. Ron, we're running. Oh wait, no, he didn't hit me? Friendly knight? Over here? He wants the pallets, I think. He does, okay. Thank you for the lurk, Paya. Thank you. But how did you play Clair Obscur but heard things? How did you like the Life Enjoyers? I really thought they were interesting. But I highly recommend the game. Like, there were some really interesting things. The Life Enjoyers were funny because if you actually go and if you interact with them 33 times, they give you an item to go away. The Life Enjoyers are like, what if I just do this thing? Okay. There's some more destruction. What if I just have really... How do I even say this politely on stream? There has to be a way to say it politely, right? If you interact with the life enjoyers, you can kind of hear some interesting noises behind a door, and if you interact with them, then if you do it 33 times, you get an item. And I thought it was really funny. So nice of a kill. I let people go at times, but I go for the kill more often. I respect that, Draco. I respect the Moxie. Isn't anything you? I think he wants the pallets. I think he wishes for pallets. And I am here to provide snackies. It works. I didn't know you could see which minion he has to end up. Can you? I'm not so aware with how Knight works. I played Knight like a handful of times, but then I was like, I don't think this killer is for me, and then I kind of was like, I am sad that I don't understand. I wish I understood. More pallets? There's a pallet. Oh, the green symbol. So is that Warden? So we can deploy killer, especially if there's no rework. I wonder if they're gonna rework him again. It feels like you don't see enough of Knight, so I kind of feel like he's probably due for a buff. Oh, Crosskeys is Jailer. I think I've pretty much taken you to almost every pallet in the map. Assassin for Dagger. It's not fun anymore, please leave. Exactly, I thought that was so funny. Baphomet, they were just like, at first it was exciting, but now it's just kind of awkward. Take this and leave. Like, man, ouch. It was never popular good enough. This is not a dash ranged for stealth character. Yeah, and he's also not like he's not like a franchise killer that had an established fan base. Getting that hubris proc after every pallet concerns me greatly. I was very concerned, Lethal. Thank you, Night Sama, for letting me do my totem in peace. He does have some dope skins. Like, Knight's skins look like he's a Dead by Daylight character. Not a Dead by Daylight character, of course he's a Dead by Daylight character. But the Knight skins actually, he has one that makes him look like he belongs in Dark Souls, which I think is incredible. Okay. So yeah, guys, I don't think I have it in me to do 2 hours tonight, 2 more hours. I think we're gonna call it in about 45 minutes. Momo's really tired because Momo was helping to, Momo was filling, grow beds to help the plants today. Oh, also, that was the other game that came out that surprised me. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He does have dope skins, though. Momo deserves rest and lots of love. All of the love. I was doing... Okay, also... So, for those of you who were here yesterday, I was playing My Side, right? Me Side? Which is a horror game. Oh, Luna, thank you for the hairstyle change. Thank you for helping me pin it up like this. It looks so pretty. It's okay, when you tried, you can't help it. Your health comes first before anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still, like, getting over COVID. Like, I sound good, but, like, the endurance just isn't there anymore, y'all. I need to build up my muscles. We have ads coming in about a minute. So just so you guys know, we have ads coming in. Palette friend, where did you go? Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever. Okay, now that I've dated myself, we can carry on. Small changes to DBD UI odd. They've made a lot of changes. Like, the fact that you see your perks here is kind of interesting, but I actually really like it. Momo, all the Estus flasks. I require all the Estus flasks. I can't say words. Somebody give me Estus. So when I played Dark Souls, I was famous for basically running around and being like, this is kind of sad. I was famous for like clearing a difficult area and then being ready to go to the boss, but I would have like 5 HP left, right? I would have 5 hit points left. And then I'd be like, bonfire, 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 please. And then I'd just have to run into a boss arena with 5 HP, get sneezed at. The boss would just look at me and sneeze. And then I would die. I would just die. I was famous for it, guys. It got to a point that in my friend group, everybody was just like, all Momo wants for Christmas is a bonfire. I think they made t-shirts. The Estes fax, instead of an Estes, a faxed version of an Estes. Oh my god, just, this is my fax number. Please send me Estes fax. There's so many like small UI changes to Dead by Daylight that they've made even in the last year. It's wild to me. Like seeing this appear is actually really good. Also, that is a beautiful skin. I really like that. Springtrap. Yeah, we're gonna need to figure out the immunity day. I pretty much missed all of May, so we're gonna do one maybe in like 2 weeks. I feel that though. Yeah, Dino, that's the typical Momo experience in Dark Souls. And then I did it in Elden Ring, and I was just like, Grace, somebody send me a Grace. Yeah, that was the thing. Springtrap is gonna scare me really bad, so Springtrap is gonna scare me. But what I was saying yesterday is about my side, is at some point I got up to take my medication, because I have to take my medication for like being sick and my allergy pill. I try to take them all at kind of like the same time. And anyways, guys, I was so scared that without realizing it, when I went AFK to go take my medication yesterday during my side, I actually threw some of my medication away. And it's funny now. It's funny now. It wasn't funny when I went for my medication earlier today and it was like, oh, whoops. Thankfully, it was only about $3 worth of medication, but I was so scared I did it. And I didn't even realize that I had done it, which is the most crazy part to me. So that was the thing. Do people even know what a fax machine is anymore? I don't know. One of the questions that I get asked a lot at my job is one of the software systems that I use. Clown. One of the software systems that I use uses a floppy disk as a save icon, and I regularly get asked by other people what that means. So that's the thing. I actually don't even know how to use a fax machine though. But Springtrap is gonna terrify me. Animatronics, I've always found animatronics to be scary, and I played like 10 minutes of Five Nights at Freddy's and it was just too much for me. That hurts. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I was just trying to be honest and vulnerable about how scared I was. It was about $3 of allergy pills. Did you see me? Yes. Oh, FNAF stream. I can't even handle my side. I was screaming. I need pallet. This map is so hard. And we're back from ads, everybody's. I'm worried about being able to fax things. But yeah, people ask me all the time what a floppy disk is, and I'm like, guys, please. I'm 28. I'm 28 and I remember this. Come on, please. Not really a fan of Midwich unless I wouldn't be running a crappy build. Midwich is hard. How do you... So, question for you, Cerebus, because you play What other killers do you play? Because if you play Alien, how does... I don't think I've actually ever played this map on Alien. Is it harder to do it because it's a two-story map, or is it like... Or is it like, just like a normal map, like a flat map? When I was little, my cousins made me scared of the Chuck E. Cheese ones. There was like a playground rumor that like Chuck E. Cheese had like a backstage to it, at least where I was from. And that the backstage is how kids disappeared. Right? Was I the only one who heard those rumors as like a child? I don't know, but ever since then I was like, Chuck E. Cheese is terrifying. Yeah, like I thought most people were like familiar with floppy disks, but apparently not anymore. And so one of the common questions that I've gotten as an accountant for the software for like one of the very common accounting softwares is just like, how do you save this? I'm like, oh, you hit this thing, and they're just like, what's that thing? I'm like, oh, ouch. Now I feel old. I feel like I heard it, but probably not. There was like a whole big rumor about there being like a secret room where like they kidnapped the kids and they put them. I think you're above me? Midwich terrifies me. If you've never seen one, you know what it looks like. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, is I kind of thought it was just like a conventional piece of knowledge. Kind of. Conventional in the sense that like, it became synonymous with the save icon, even if people don't know why it's synonymous with the save icon. Because I think Microsoft Word still uses that icon. I think they do. Early creepypasta. It might have been. It might have been. I remember like all sorts of interesting rumors back in the day, from when I was a kid about certain games. Like, Sonic Adventures 2, there was like a black market, right, where you could buy like chow eggs and things like that. There were rumors that there was actually a white market that was like the same thing, but more forbidden items. That was a childhood rumor. I remember there was a rumor about how to catch Mewtwo and like the OG Pokemon, like Blue and Red. Mew under the van. Yeah, Mew under the van. Yep, that was exactly what it was. Remember the Lavender Time? I don't remember. What was that one? A xenomorph, it can be easier with the tunnel system, but it sucks as a jump scare killer like Trapper or Doctor can be so toxic with the right build. Like a basement trapper? Because that used to be a really common build. I love the old rumors. There were so many rumors like this, and I thought it was just absolutely wild. And so I was talking to someone about Pokemon, and I was just like, we were talking about Wurmple in Sapphire, and I was like, no, it becomes a Silcoon if it's daytime, it becomes a Cascoon if you involve it at nighttime. And they were like, what are you talking about? Like, it's never worked that way. It was always like a chance. And I was like, what do you mean? I evolved like 17 Wurmple. And when I evolved them during the day, they all became Silcoon. And when I evolved them during the night, they all became Cascoon. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's completely random. And it was just wild to me. But at the time, it was just like the conventional wisdom. Before internet ruined secrets. No more secrets. Now I have the power of Google in my pocket. Uh-oh. Ow. I got stabbed. But yeah, it was totally random, and it just threw me for a loop. Like, I was so used to like this rumor that I just accepted it as truth, because based on like my own experience of like 17 Wurmples, guys. every single one I evolved during the day was a Silcoon, and every single one I evolved at night was a Cascoon, and I was like, oh, I guess this is just how it is. Uh-oh. Oh, no. But it was a gender thing? No, apparently it's just, I think it's just a 50-50 chance. Who here is into Pokemon? Like, I think Kai is into Pokemon. Kai, can you confirm or deny, because you are kind of my resident Pokemon expert? Impossible totems. What are the impossible totems? I didn't know there was a moment stream today. Welcome in, Darkness. It's so good to see you. I'm very into Pokemon. See, that's what I thought. Because I thought Sapphire would do that. I thought Sapphire did it that way, like on purpose, and I was like, man, that's so freaking cool that they did that, because they added, like, didn't they add weather effects in Sapphire? So I was like, yeah, that has to be it. Thank you for the head pets and for the sippies. Darkness, I'm gonna take a big sip of water. Thank you for helping keep me hydrated. But yeah, I couldn't believe it was a random thing. I'm concerned for my safety and the safety of other people at present. But Darkness, how was your weekend? Before internet ruined secrets. The internet did ruin a lot of secrets, but I remember there being like game guides for Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, and they were actually like, there was something about them that my little Momo child brain found very appealing, because, and this is probably my warning sign that I was going to be like a bibliophile and I'd be really like into collecting books, but there was something about the weight of the pages in those guidebooks, because it was kind of like a heavier paper, because they were color pages, that little baby Momo found very appealing. And I still have one somewhere. I think I have one for Blue and Red with my yearbooks. I think I kept it with my yearbooks because it was a precious piece of technology to me at the time. I hesitated. The Prima guides, yes, those. You and Anna know them. They're issued by Nintendo Power. I have both red, blue, yellow, and the gold and silver book. I think I also have gold or silver. But I remember them, and there was something about them that just appealed to my little Momo brain. The urban legend claims that hundreds of Japanese children had committed suicide in the 1990s and still making music in Lavender Town. That is creepy. Was it actually true, or was it just like an early creepypasta? But yeah, I thought it was either a gender thing or a time of day thing, Dino. Physical books just have a different kind of aura. They do, and it's also like, it's the smell of the pages for me. It's a very weird thing. But I have a Kindle Oasis, which is really nice because I have always been the person who has been like, oh, I'm gonna like put candles in like the bathroom, and I'm gonna have candles lit, and I'm gonna take a bath, like a bubble bath. And I have actually, I remember as a kid, I had, my mom had candles burning in the bathroom, and I brought a book in, and I was reading a book, and I dropped my, my Magical Treehouse. I was like, I don't know, maybe 6, and I dropped Magical Treehouse in the bathtub, and I was like, no! So I have a Kindle Oasis for this reason, so that way I can, actually, I'm so sorry for that noise, guys. I accidentally smacked my microphone because I'm talking with my hands. And anyways, I have a Kindle Oasis so I can read, and if it gets wet, it's not a problem, right? So that's exactly why I got a waterproof e-reader. But the only problem with it is that I struggled with it for a while and I couldn't figure out why, and it was because it didn't smell like an actual book. Like, that's what was causing me problems. Are you secretly Italian? I am not. I am very, very not Italian. But if you looked at my fridge right now, you'd be like, yeah, she's probably Italian. But Anna, if you find them, if you could take a picture for me, I would be super appreciative. Yes, the Nintendo Power. I was super into it. I still have the FFX2 strategy guide. Ooh, did they have a print copy of that, Baphomet? Also, did you play FFX2? Because I have an unhealthy love of that game. I have an unhealthy love of that game. So it was completely made up about Lavender Town. To me, that is absolutely wild. That is absolutely crazy to me. Give me 1 second. Okay. So Italian mobile with the hands. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's the smell of the pages, right, Tom? Like, and it's also the feel of the pages. So this is really an interesting thing. So, and I've talked a little bit about it on stream. So I have a condition called synesthesia. So synesthesia is a condition where basically your wires are a little crossed with some senses sometimes, and it's an entire spectrum. Like some people only have like a little bit of it, some people have a lot of it, and it's actually historically been like misdiagnosed as other things. Like there's bipolar disorder with what do they call it? With delusions, I think is what it's called. And basically you see things that aren't there. And it's actually a completely separate, different condition from like schizophrenia. But you will basically have some things similar. So people have been misdiagnosed with other things because they had synesthesia. 100, thank you for the hunt pad. Nemo and Hunter, thank you for the head pats. But synesthesia is basically where your senses are a little bit your wires are a little bit crossed, we'll put it that way. And I thought it was normal up until I was about like 25. I thought it was normal for people to like see colors when they heard music. And it was only when I was like 25 or 26 and I was talking to somebody and they were just like, yeah, you know, I work at a hospital and then there was a patient with synesthesia and I actually got to sit in and look at like their like MRI that was being done, and I got to see like the different areas of the brain that were activating during this. That it was only when my friend who was pursuing a PhD was talking to me about it that I realized that I had synesthesia. So for me, I hear music and I often see color and I often feel texture. It's not every time, but it's pretty consistent, like with certain things. So classical music always feels like the most comfortable t-shirt that you own, you know? Like it feels like soft, it feels comfortable. Even if we're talking about like canon and D, anything that's really loud, it doesn't really matter to me. Classical music always feels very comfortable. And not every music feels that way to me, but books actually do something similar to me, where if I'm reading and I'm reading on an e-reader, which has actually been pretty recent that I've been doing that in the last 4 or 5 years, I can actually feel the pages underneath my hands even though I'm not touching a book. It's a very weird thing to describe to people. Mamma mia, I have been hooked in the basement. Italian Momo intensifies. Right? Yeah, I talk with my hands a lot. So the cool thing about synesthesia is actually I kind of get to experience the world in a different way, but it's also very hard to explain to people. So I was trying to explain to somebody that a sound was yellow recently. And they were like, what do you mean? Like what are you even talking about? And I'm just like, the sound is yellow. Why don't you understand? Like, why don't you understand? But you can see how this would have very interesting effects on things. But actually, here's the weird part about my synesthesia, is it takes a different form when I'm sleeping. So, okay, here's a great example, actually. This is a great example. Okay, if you guys could put a color to Ado, like Ado's voice is very strong, it's very unique, it's pretty iconic. What color would Ado's voice be to you guys? Like if you guys had to put a color to it, what color would it be? Since they're connected, it's just the extremes that differentiate them by most people, right? Dracor, you follow. I appreciate that. It makes me feel a little less insane in remembering. So dark blue, okay. Red, okay, so we have some differentiation here. Let's see. Reminds me of a debuff in WoW that when resurrected by a strange science machine, it would read, you have a strange copper taste in your mouth and you think you can hear colors. Exactly, that's exactly it. Like a dark blue with a pastel yellow or bright yellow maybe, yeah. So purple. I'm done suffering in Overwatch. How did it go? How are you liking the new perk system? Also, Luna, I am still sad that they nerfed my girl Sombra. They nerfed my girl. Purple. Taste and pain receptors are more closely related to where you have taste receptors on the bottom of your feet. Oh yeah. Yep, that is absolutely a thing. And there's other crazy things too. I'm trying to think of, oh, did you guys know that, speaking of weird things about the human body, this is gonna be our fun fact of the day. Did you know that being ticklish / having an itch is actually a very, very dimmed pain response? It's actually your body saying, I think I'm hurting maybe, but I'm not sure, could you check for me? That's how your brain is processing that stimulus. I look at the meme subreddit and everybody hates Sombra. Because Sombra basically made Widow players like really unhappy because Sombra would just come out and like kill Widowmaker, which made Widowmaker players really angry, but then they took away Sombra's like invisibility, kind of, most of it, which upset people. But yeah, to Anna's point, you don't have to be ticklish to actually experience this. It's just a very, very muted pain response, and your body's just like, I don't know if I'm okay. Check it out for me. And the way we are kind of like trained to process that stimulus, because it tickles / itches, is we will scratch the itch, and that actually is basically our body's way of saying, yeah, we're okay. We're actually okay. Is Space Bubba? I'm not sure. This might be like a territorial Bubba, but I actually haven't seen too much of him, so I don't know. So Ado's voice, to me, keep in mind that anybody with synesthesia is going to have a different answer, but to me, Ado's voice is actually electric blue. It is like a neon blue with hints of yellow and green, depending on like what song it is. And the texture that I feel, because Ado's voice actually does have a texture. If you guys know what crepe fabric is, it kind of has like a, how do I put this? Like a crinkly texture to it. That's what Ado's voice feels like to me. It doesn't hurt, it's not uncomfortable, but it It's electric blue crepe fabric. It's such a weird thing, right? But when I'm sleeping in my dreams, the way my synesthesia processes is I can actually, because your brain just works a little differently during like REM sleep when you're dreaming, I will actually see sound in my dreams. Like I've fallen asleep in the car and there'll be like Neil Diamond playing, and I will see the sound in like behind my eyes, which is a very weird thing to explain to people. Yeah. So thank you for listening to my TED Talk on synesthesia. But to go back to what I was saying about books, for me, like having a physical book actually is a way of, depending on the book, it can add to my synesthesia, or depending on how like clinical the book is, it can actually kind of like make it so I don't really have a synesthesia response to it. And it's actually primarily, I have found that it is driven by the font that they are using when they have written the book, whether it is serif or a sans serif font, and also the quality of the paper. So thinner paper actually tastes, this is a weird one, because I usually don't have taste-based synesthesia. Anything with a newspaper font tastes kind of like goldfish to me. And I have no reason to explain that. It's Neil Diamond. All I can think is Jim Jeffries talking about him. I need to check that out. I love Neil Diamond. I grew up with it. And I wonder if I have a color by my voice that you will associate with me being so red. Your voice is actually orange, Dracor. So if you guys are curious what certain people, like certain fellow streamers, what color their voice is, I'd be happy to tell you. I'd be happy to tell you if you guys are curious. If I know what they sound like, I will tell you what color they are and if they have a texture. But yes, for books, it was interesting to me. I found that I was always really good at visualizing whatever they were talking about in the book, which I think is why I got so into reading. But what do Rose and Anna got? Anna is actually a butter yellow. Anna is a butter yellow. And sometimes when Anna is really happy, Anna has like little bursts of light pink. Texture wise, Anna's texture is actually very, very similar to like a flannel jacket with like a Sherpa lining. No, I'm curious about mine, not gonna lie. I had to finish up book. Unrelated note. Up book, what's the up book? Oh my gosh, Zwix! Democracy raid! Zwix raid, Zwix raid. Zwix! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Dom. Thank you for the head pats. Don't be shy, one. Thank you for the follow. Raiders, welcome in. If you guys haven't checked out my very, very talented friends, Zwix, my very talented friend Zwix, please consider giving Zwix a follow. Zwix is an amazing pixel artist. Zwix is also just an absolutely amazing streamer. They are a variety streamer. They play a variety of different games. We have raided over there before, but they play games like Helldivers, Repo. They do a lot of collab streams, and they are hilarious. One of the nicest people that I know, and an absolutely phenomenal person. I couldn't be happier to receive your community. Thank you so much for the raid and for sharing your community with me. Everybody, welcome in. My name is Momozaki. I go by Momo. I'm a variety 2D VTuber with a very strong horror bend to my content. Tonight we're playing Dead by Daylight. What were you guys playing tonight? Let me know. You said Democracy Raid, which leads me to think that you guys were playing Helldivers. How did it go? Thank you for the raid and Moo. Newbiekin, Grim Hour Productions, and Nobi Shire 1, thank you for the follows. Clap it up for all of you guys. And again, if you guys haven't followed Zwix, Zwix is absolutely amazing, and I am so glad that I got to be his friend. Thank you for the raid and sharing your community with me. Ooh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Did you guys defend democracy? Newbie can thank you for the sippies. I'm gonna take a big sip of water. We've driven back the squids from Super Earth and proceeded to scrap some bots as well. Yes! Let's go! Push the squids back for democracy and freedom. Oh, Ubal Dwight. I did not understand the assignment. Monkey Schlong 69, thank you for the follow and welcome in. It's good to have you guys here. That sounds awesome. It sounds like you guys had a great time. Thank you for the raid and sharing your community with me. What is your weapon of choice against the squids? I was using an anti-material rifle when I played against them on release, but maybe you guys have found a better recipe. So Momo, Zwix is a blast to play with. Zwix is amazing. Zwix, Zom, everybody's just absolutely amazing. So if you guys haven't checked out Donnie, Zom, Zwix, let's see, who else was in the collab? I'm missing somebody. Donnie, Zom, Apex. If you guys haven't checked out any of them, they're absolutely amazing. Can't recommend them enough. Anti-material has been my go-to for all of my needs. I love the anti-material rifle. As far as I'm concerned, for any question or problem in Helldivers, that is the solution. Welcome in, everybody. We are playing Dead by Daylight this evening. Dead by Daylight is a 1v4 PvP asymmetrical horror game with jump scares. It also features certain franchise killers such as Jason, Freddy from the Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers, Alien from the Xenomorph from Alien, amongst others. But please be advised, this game does have some jump scares, so for the sake of your emotional and mental well-being, if it is late for you and you don't want to experience this content, please be advised there may be some jump scares, there may be some swearing, and there may be Momo screaming into the microphone. So for your safety and well-being, please be advised that this is a mature stream due to the maturity of the game, though I am a safe so streamer. So just a little PSA there, but if you guys need to go grab a snack, stretch, get a drink or anything like that, or any post-stream self-care, please do. So it is a Myers we're going off against today. I'm just a cat. You are the best cat. You are the best cat, Zwix. You and Kay are the best cats. Tragically, I do gotta get to bed. Gotta be up in 6 hours work. Get some good rest. Zwix, get some good rest. Take good care of yourself. Please, please, please. And have a good day at work tomorrow. Thank you for the raid. That was so kind of you. Thank you so much for raiding. It's so good to see you again. And I'm glad you were able to get some Helldivers in with the friends. Say sorta. I am so say sorta. I don't know where the Jen is. I know where Ann Jen is. I'm gonna say doubt. I'm gonna say support, but nah, you're very say so. Collabs don't count. Collabs don't count at all. Have a good night. Good night, everybody. If you guys are heading to bed, have a good night. Get some good rest. Take good care of yourselves. And don't forget to be kind to yourself and be kind to other people. I'm glad you're streaming again. I'm happy you're feeling better. I'm feeling so much better. It's so nice to be able to breathe again. Uh-oh, we're all kind of running in the same direction. I know some people said something about being curious about what certain people sounded like because I do have synesthesia. So if you guys are still curious, just resend your message if you guys had a question about it. I'd be happy to answer it. It's actually pretty rare that somebody will have synesthesia, so if you guys are curious, I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys might have. Breathing's pretty alright. I think breathing's pretty based. Soon there'll be more jump scares within the next few weeks. The animatronics are going to absolutely clonk me. We're allowed to be a little bit unhinged when guest starring. I think being unhinged is like the best part of a collab, honestly. What's my voice like? Andre, your voice is actually a light blue. Your voice is actually a light blue, and it doesn't have a texture to it. It doesn't have a texture to it. But it does feel a little bit cool. Like it feels like putting on aloe vera after a sunburn. Like it has like that cool, refreshing feel to it, but doesn't have like a strict texture. Curious about it, truth be told. Baphomet, your voice is actually I would call it like, I'm trying to think of like the right color description for it. It's somewhere between like an indigo and a gunmetal gray. It's somewhere between those two colors. And it has little streaks of like shiny, shiny silver to it, like a silver foil pattern. It's pretty cool. Gunmetal gray, I love that. Yeah. So we were talking before the raiders came in. I do have what you think of my voice, and sometimes where it's too deep. I really like your voice, Wix. I think that your voice is like would be perfect for podcasts. Like you, Apex, Zom, Donnie, you guys actually all have fantastic voices, and I just like listening to your voices. I think it's just really relaxing to hear your voices. But I think you guys would make excellent podcast hosts. If you guys did podcasts, I would be listening every episode, and I am not a podcast person. Decent radio voice and pretty good if I have certain lines for it. You would be so good. What about the Dragon Bay Rose? Rose is gold. She is gold with little tiny hints of pink here and there. Every once in a while I get green. Kind of like an emerald green from Rose, which is her color, so I guess that would make sense. Rose is usually gold. I'm sure what textureless means. Some sounds have a texture to them. Like some voices feel a certain way to me. Like Ado feels like crepe fabric. Crepe fabric is what it's called. If you guys actually have like a cotton shirt, and you guys take a handful of that cotton shirt and you hold it in your fist for a while, and then you let it go, cotton will wrinkle when you do that. And if you guys grab a fistful of like wrinkled cotton shirt and hold that, it kind of has like a texture to it. That's very close to what crepe fabric feels like. Raid. Fade Senpai, yokoso. Momo no stream. Fade Senpai, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing tonight? Fade made a raid. Again, guys, thank you so much, Six, for raiding me. And Zom and Donnie and Apex, welcome in, friends. It's so good to see you. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. What were you playing tonight, Fade Senpai? Thank you so much for the raid. For those of you who are joining us just now, my name is Homozaki. I go by Momo. I'm a variety 2D VTuber with a specialty in variety and horror content. So I do a variety of games, but lately I've been playing a lot of games with a horror bend to it, and tonight we're playing Dead by Daylight, which is one of those games with a strong horror bend to it. But welcome in. If it's your first time on my channel, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome into the Momodachis. More get to work. Oh gosh. It's a Sunday night. Please. We're about to go through the workies and the wagey cagey. But that sounds fun. How did Get to Work go? Is Get to Work the one where you're on rollerblades? Or am I thinking of something different? 2 questions. If I'm orange, do I have a texture? Also, for those of you who are just now joining us, I have a condition called synesthesia, and for whatever reason we were talking about books, which made me open up about this. So for me, I have a specific type of synesthesia where certain sounds have a color to me. It is actually a very mild form of synesthesia compared to some of the other spectrums. But it's also probably one of the more common types where sound has a color, it has a visualization. So I think it's called audiovisual synesthesia. So I've been answering questions about that. So if you guys have questions about synesthesia, I am by no means an expert. I am not a doctor. I can only talk about my experience. But if you guys have questions about it, about like what your voice sounds like if I've heard your voice, or what a famous streamer sounds like if I've heard their voice, I can give you guys those answers. I can tell you what it sounds like for me, but keep in mind every person who has synesthesia experiences this a little bit differently. So we're answering some questions about that while we play some Dead by Daylight. Did you tell me what mine sounds like, Momo? I didn't. Okay, so Apex. So your voice, this sounds really weird. This is gonna sound really weird. And please don't be offended. Please don't be offended. I'm just trying to describe what these voices sound like to me. So Apex, your voice is actually black. Like, it's like, have you ever been to a really dark place and you see the stars? Your voice is like that darkness, but it also has like the smoothest texture. It's just like, it's texture like glass in like the best way. It's really good. black, she says. What about me? Luna, your voice is actually a lavender color. It's a lavender color and it has a very soft cotton texture. Obsidian. Like what drinking black coffee would sound like. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's like the comfort of drinking a cup of coffee. But Fade, the rollerblade one, let's go, let's go. Also, Fade made a raid. Fade made a raid. I want to give that game a try, but I haven't had a chance to yet. But it just looks so fun. It just looks so fun. What about Matt Pat? Matt Pat is green. He is a dark forest green. I actually, so you guys know what mouse pad, like a mouse pad feels like? That's kind of what Matt Pat's voice sounds like to me. Like that's kind of what it feels like. Actually curious about what mine is. Dino, your voice is actually a very dark orange. It is a very dark orange. It doesn't have a texture. So some sounds have a texture to me. And Draker, you're kind of like it's not a construction orange. It's kind of like a darker orange crayon, but it's not red orange. Dino is more of like a red orange. Does the sound of someone's voice influence your interaction with them, such as maybe they're gray, black, and off-putting? Would it limit your exposure to them? Typically, no. Typically, no. For me, but I do know one other person with synesthesia, and their name is Alder, and which is their moniker. That's what they prefer to go by, not like their legal name. So I'm not doxing anybody, but Alder actually, they cannot actually, certain names taste bad to them. And that makes it very difficult for them to interact with certain people in like a meaningful way. So they specifically use the example of like they knew someone named Catherine, and they just, for whatever reason, it was Catherine with a K and not Catherine with a C. And Catherine with a C tasted kind of like banana to them, and Catherine with a K tasted like burnt sugar, and they just couldn't do it. So in terms of a texture, Drakewear, I would describe it as kind of a I don't know how to describe this. It's a very soft texture. It's kind of like the feeling of like holding sand, which I actually really like. Like it's very down to earth. It's kind of earthy feeling. That's kind of the texture. So for me, it doesn't limit my exposure to certain people. It doesn't cause me any problems like that. But for someone like Alder, where their sense of taste is impacted, it can, like, saying certain names will taste bad to them. I like to think that it feels warm. It feels warm and nice. Sir Night Shark, I'm actually gonna have to go and listen to a voice clip because it's been a couple of weeks. I remember your voice was like refreshing and cool. It kind of had the texture of like mint. Also, Get to Work was all right. I fell to the same place I've been in the last 5 streams. No, Faith! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You'll get past it. We're just getting over it with Fade Senpai. But I believe in you. Damn, and K is potassium. Friend who is a great person named Catherine. Yeah, I mean, that's the weird thing is sometimes synesthesia will just pop up like that. But I'm sure your friend is fantastic. But yeah, for me, it doesn't limit my interactions with certain people. And just because someone's synesthesia maybe tastes a name and like the name doesn't taste right to them, doesn't prohibit that person from having like a good friendship with somebody else. My friend Alder couldn't call them Catherine. She wound up calling them K, and that worked for them. It just tasted different, I guess. But Alder is also someone who, they struggle with drinking water because it tastes great to them because of how their synesthesia presents. Wouldn't mind, but wouldn't mind be. Ooh. Now, Fade, you are an interesting one. You are green and purple. You're green and purple. And no, I don't mind at all. Also, keep in mind, voices do change. Voices do change colors. So, if I give one answer now and then down the line, like say a couple months pass and I say, oh, your voice is actually more like this now, that's very common. That's very common because as you get to know somebody, oftentimes their colors will change. That's been my experience overall anyways. It's weird to ask about my voice. Mom will hit me with that. That was by far the worst thing I've ever heard. No. Actually, of all of our streamer friends, I don't think I've had any difficulties with someone's voice. Happy, sad, excited, exaggerate, etc. Exactly. It's exactly that. 2 colors. Yeah, you are 2 colors, Fade. And then it's a very soft. Have you ever had jersey knit sheets, like really soft jersey knit sheets? That's kind of what it's like. That's kind of what it's like. Like fresh sheets is the texture. So yes, I think we've kind of run the gamut with like a bunch of different colors here. Matte Pet is kind of like that dark foresty green. Who else is really famous that we could do? But like high thread count. Yeah. The high thread count, like Egyptian sheets. But I mean, like they're just really soft, like brushed cotton sheets. I'm on record for calling it green before. I have, yeah. So yeah, there's some interesting videos that I can actually find and send you guys. If you guys are interested in this, somebody did a video where basically they drew on like an iPad. They were listening to like Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time. And they drew what that looked like for them. And they actually see sound as like squiggles as opposed to colors. Whereas for me, it's usually colors. Interestingly enough, it can be, but for me, usually it's oh god, I got stabbed. For me, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought because of sound. Also, Fade, I don't think I said this. I meant to. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for sharing your wonderful community with me. Thank you for raiding me and being here and being my friend and welcoming me back and sharing your community with me. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you. I wasn't sure. I can't remember if I said that or not. I meant to. I said it in my head at the very least, but I know that I meant to say it. I hope I actually did say it. But if I didn't, I'm so sorry. I meant to. I'm still COVIDing. Thank you, Fade Senpai, for understanding. Hard to find a normal casual conversation with another streamer because we are mostly in high energy mode. Oh, no! We usually are. We're usually like full golden retriever, which I think is actually really fun. But I will say, I do find that a lot of our streamers tend to be, a lot of the streamers that like I know pretty well are pretty chill individuals, which is cool. So with animals are different. Animal barks in like meows can actually, depending on like what they sound like, sometimes it can actually be painful for me. Of course everybody's different, but Daisy doesn't actually have a sound. She's actually kind of like a she's kind of a flash to me. And certain other noises are kind of like a pressure. It's very weird to describe it. Animals typically don't have a color to me. But if Daisy did have a color, I like to think of her as like pink because the first color that she ever picked out in PetSmart, because like when I adopted her, I let her I took her to PetSmart and whatever she touched with her nose or whatever she was really interested in, I bought it for her. Because the home that she came from, like, she didn't have any of like her own things. And I don't know, it just felt right to me to treat my dog to some things of her own because she was gonna be an only dog with me. So I think Daisy would be a light pink because that's what her collar was. The first collar she ever picked out was light pink. I do have to raid and run, so I can't stick around too long, but I hope you have an amazing rest of stream and be lurking. Sounds good, Fate Senpai. Take good care of yourself. Get a drink, grab a snack. Don't forget to stretch. Have a good night. Thank you for the raid, and I'll check in on you as soon as I can. Have a good night. Get some good rest. You really do deserve it. Thank you for the raid and sharing your beautiful community with me. But yeah, some Nick Cage. Nick Cage is beige. He is the most beige individual I've ever met. Not that I've met Nick Cage himself, but he's beige. Momo, the sun's getting real low for this little dino. Have a great night. Remember, the world is a better place with you in it. Have a great one, dear. So glad you're having a good one. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you. Take good care of yourself. Get some good rest. Don't forget to drink something before bed so you don't wake up dehydrated. But thank you for hanging out. It was so good to see you. And I will pet the dino plush for you. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging. Keanu Reeves. Okay, so Keanu Reeves is like, he's another one that's really hard to pin down. I would actually say that Keanu Reeves is kind of like a somewhere between like a gunmetal gray and a black. But I actually, Keanu Reeves went from being kind of like a chocolate brown color to being that kind of gunmetal gray, black color after I watched John Wick. So I will say that is one that has changed as time has gone on. Please, no. That was interesting. Yeah, animals don't have a color, typically. They're usually more of like a pattern or a pressure. And interestingly enough, like appliance vents and doors closing also have that same feel. Is there a voice actor that gives you a favorite combination of color and texture, etc.? That is a great question. These are really great questions, guys. Thank you for first of all, thank you for letting me talk about this because I just think it's a cool thing to talk about. Gosh. Favorite color texture combination. This one's tricky. Am I allowed to name like a... This is pretty tricky because I actually have several that I kind of default to. Making Survivor scream as a giant teddy bear. Oh my gosh. What? Is that a clown skin? I'm sorry for the scream. Naughty bear? Really cool and interesting to hear a new perspective on life. Thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to go through. Let's see. This is actually really hard. I didn't think it would be this hard. God, who's that actor's name? Okay, so the honest truth of it is it really kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. Eva Green's voice is green. her voice has always been like green screen green to me. And it feels like a heavy blanket. Like it feels like a soft, warm, fuzzy electric blanket to me. And I think that that's probably one of my favorites. It's actually why I've seen so many Eva, like movies that have Eva Green in them. Hi, Rose, welcome in. Oh, that's how I feel about Momo. Aw, Rose. Naughty Bear is a trapper. Oh, it's a trapper skin. I feel like your facial association that our psychology is so linked to tells more for a texture for you versus non-human things. I might think, well, does that work when you just hear us? It's like when you feel like you can guess what a person looks like by their tone of voice, big, small, or tall, short, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's exactly it, Dracor. That's exactly it. And I think that that's a really interesting take. But it's interesting that like animals typically don't give me that. But birds, interestingly enough, birds are universally yellow. Some shade of yellow. They are universally yellow. Hi Mama Bitter, welcome in. It's Gold Rose. Rose, I was just talking about synesthesia and I was like, oh, if you guys give me the name of like a streamer that I know, I'll tell you guys what color they are and what texture they are. And I was just like, Rose is gold. Rose is gold. Sometimes with little bits of pink and sometimes with little bits of green. Rose is gold. So Naughty Bear's a trapper skin. Oh, that is a terrifying build. That's absolutely terrifying. What about Quinn? Quinn was really hard. It's like he didn't really settle on a color for me. Like, cause like every single time I heard Quinn's voice, it sounded different. I think Quinn's voice would be like a cyan. Yeah, which is interesting because it's not very often that a streamer's like colors as a VTuber line up to what they sound like to me, but Quinn's did, Rose's did, and a few others did as well. Like Kyanite. Kyanite's colors are blue. Like he uses a lot of blue, like light blue and dark blue, and then that matches Kyanite's voice. When was your album dropped? It has not. Momo did a bad thing. Momo for... Okay, so I do owe you guys the album. I actually have been back and forth with the distributor about it. But I will get that to you guys next week. I'm so sorry. It just took a little while. But yeah, that's what we've been... I've been up to that. And the other album is almost done. So I'm actually going to be submitting both of these albums at the same time, and then one is just going to be releasing later. I did bed now, y'all. Hope everyone has a good night. Glad you're feeling better, Mama. Thank you, Jico. Thank you. Get some good rest, take good care of yourself, and don't forget to get some water if you need to. Here we go with another variation. If you watch an anime, do the colors of a character come out the same as another with the same voice actor? Granted, this can change because of the emotion expressed as discussed earlier. Characters often sound different. So, Oh, I do have... Oh God, it's you! Rose, please don't shoot me. I don't think I could ever think of something as a color. It's very weird. It's a very odd thing to experience. You couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. That's me in any FPS. I can't hit the broadside of a barn. I can't do it. And apologize, I'm just making sure my app isn't broken. Yeah, I promise. It's not up yet, but I've been back and forth with the distributor, and I just forgot to make an announcement with it because I've had COVID. But I basically submitted the WAV files, and then it just has to get loaded. I'm so sorry for the scream. So different characters sound different ways. Actually, this is a really great question because I was asked earlier about like a favorite sound texture combination. Laura Bailey's Jaina is top 10 for me. I said Eva Green, but I think Laura Bailey's Jaina is like my favorite is one of my favorites because it has like this, her voice is opalescent, like her voice is shiny like a rock in a good way, which I found very appealing because I'm secretly a little crow. spent, I'll be heading off as well. Take care of yourselves, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. Anna, take good care of yourself, get some good rest, take good care of yourself. Have a good night, get some good sleep. But Laura Bailey also does like a character named, I think it's a Jester in Critical Role. No, I think it's Critical Role. But anyways, that character actually sounds different. That character sounds pink to me. Jester sounds pink. So very, very different. Like Jester versus Jaina sound very different to me. So they do have different textures and different colors if you're a voice actor, which I think is really cool. Listening to people as an emotion. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Like so and so is happy, or they're sad, or they're wrathful. The Jada voice is perfection. It's so good. Matt Mercer is one that's also constantly changing. Because he's a voice actor. But Patrick Seitz is one that Patrick is actually a voice actor that I met in person when I was in college. Please don't shoot me. No. I got honked. We do have ads, guys. They'll be over in 2.5 minutes. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. That's what it looks like to get shot. I just got super stabbed, Rose. I just got super stabbed. I'm over here playing Dead by Daylight, and he's playing Hunt Showdown, and he's got a gun. He's got guns. I've been doing to people. No, you are a bad person. Oh God! Please don't pause me. Hunt Showdown mentioned. I wish to be carried in Hunt Showdown. I really like that game. Rose did her best to carry me. I was really happy because I can't localize sound. Rose is a great person. I'm getting some good ones. How does your own voice sound? Do you get a different color when you hear a recording because everyone's voice sounds different internally compared to externally? My voice has universally, so my voice has changed colors over the years, like as I've gotten older. And as I think it actually has to do, my theory on this actually is that it has to do with my speech pattern. So when I was younger, my voice was like, my voice was a light blue. And then as I got older, my voice kind of got darker. And part of that I think is because my voice got deeper. But then my voice kind of changed from kind of a pastel color to a deeper color. So I went from kind of like a light blue to kind of like an indigo as I went into my teens. And then it kind of brightened up to kind of like a royal purple. So when I record things, when I stream, my voice is actually, I think it's because I'm so excited, but I'm speaking at a higher register, so my voice consistently feels like, my voice is pink when I stream. Which is actually part of the reason why Momo's hair is pink. And that is a little known fact. As a matter of fact, I think that's the first time I've mentioned that that's part of why it's one of my colors. When I'm talking normally and I'm like calm, my voice is actually kind of like it's like a red-based purple, like the color you would see on an orchid, like royal purple. I thought you just really liked pink. I do really like pink. But yeah, my voice has changed as time has gone on, but mostly for me, it's not necessarily like the recording per se. Usually it has to do with like the emotion of whether I'm like super happy or I'm more like relaxed. So it's definitely changed this time. This is fascinating. Like on a desert sunset. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Days of the week always had a color for me. Ooh. What color? So out of curiosity, Tom, what color was Wednesday? Your voice is wonderful. Thank you. Oh God, I found him. Rose, please. Please don't shoot me. I asked nicely. I want it on record that I asked. I asked nicely. Just a workout session for you, Momo. Are we doing some vocal exercises? Is that what we're doing? Hey, Momo lore. Yeah, all the lore. And a question: how does the color change with someone on helium or sulfur hexafluoride? It depends on the individual. Their voice usually actually gets so high pitched it usually sounds white. And sometimes it becomes very close to like an animal thing where it just sounds like a flash or it feels like pressure. This is kind of muddy when you're sick. They do. So I guess this is a good time to talk about this. So when I had COVID, I actually, this is very weird and it's kind of embarrassing to talk about. When I sneezed, I saw colors. I smelled chlorine and I saw colors. Like I saw rainbows. And if I told that to like a psychologist, I'm sure that they'd be like asking me to look at like a Rorschach ink splotch. But no, actually, like I smelled chlorine and I saw rainbows. It was like an alcohol ink pattern. It was very weird. Just a workout session. Oh God, Rose, please, mercy. You were really going through it. I really was. And when I have a fever, it's a red. It's a dark red. And when I take a step forward and I have like that fever heat, and I'm burning up, I just see flashes of red as I'm walking. And it's very uncomfortable. Like a normal fever is, I imagine, very uncomfortable for people. This is like extra uncomfortable. It's like that added pressure. Wednesday is a bluish green. Ooh, and Monday was yellow to me for some reason. Mondays are definitely yellow days. Colors versus stars. If Mondays had a color, I vote black. Mondays are an interesting one. So, hopefully this was fun for everybody. Hopefully this was fun for everybody. Here's an interesting one. Is books have a authors have a color. Even though I'm not like hearing their voice, I'm kind of hearing like their voice in writing. And so authors often have a color associated with them for me, even though I can't hear their voice. But that's so cool that Days of the Week always had color. It's known that people that can see colors in movement with eyes closed normally can have a form of psychopathy. Seeing minor doesn't make a person evil by most associations with psychopath. Yeah, that's actually a really interesting note on it. Is so there was a period of time when so I mentioned this earlier, but there was actually a period of time when synesthesia was actually associated with like hysteria, anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, like a bunch of other things. And so people often, up until relatively recently, people wouldn't mention that they had synesthesia for fear that they would be like studied. We'll put it that way. Yeah, so there was actually like theories about what synesthesia really was. And to this day, it's actually not a very well understood condition. So there are actually studies that people sign up for if you have synesthesia, for you to like go through non-invasive like testing for them to basically just take like brain scans and things like that and expose you to different stimulus safely in like a hospital to see how you react to it. And some of those tests actually do take place with a psychiatrist and with a psychologist. And I know that there was a study that was done, gosh, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And the study that was done was basically like, how is synesthesia affected by people taking mushrooms? Like magic mushrooms, which are a psychedelic. So I thought that was really interesting. But anyways, guys, I would love to talk with you guys all night. However, this little dragon is getting very, very eepy. So I am going to be starting to begin the process of winding down for the night. So let's go see if we can find a friend to read. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me while we talked, talking about Pokemon with me and synesthesia and letting me answer your questions. If you guys have any other final questions before I wrap up for the night, just throw them in the chat and then we'll go from there. Let's see. Thank you for the stream, Momo. Always. Thanks for hanging out with me, Rose. Thanks for dropping by. It's good to see you. I've missed you. I might have missed it, but does anything cause smell? Yes. So smell is actually a harder one for me, because I actually, this also little known Momo lore, I was a competitive swimmer. I was a competitive swimmer for about 4 years. Actually, I think it was about 3. And because I was spending about 7 hours a day in a pool, I actually don't have a very strong sense of smell, at all. So because of my lack of a sense of smell, it's very rare for things to have a scent-based synesthesia. So scent can have a reaction for me, but typically my responses are like audio visual, as opposed to olfactory, which includes taste and smell. So it can usually what actually will do scent is not people's voices, and very, very, very rarely will it be music. It's usually some sort of other stimulus that can cause it. And I'm struggling to think of a good example of it right now. The one that comes to mind is every once in a while I will see a color when I'm watching TV or I'm watching a stream, and it will taste sour. It will taste like sour candy. It's not smell, but it does trigger basically the same nerve center, which does include like taste and smell. Scent can happen. Usually it's very rare stimulus. I'm trying to think of like what that would even be. Sometimes I'll get it with water. Like if I see a representation of a body of water that I've been to, like I used to swim in Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, the Great Lakes. I used to swim in those pretty regularly. And I also used to swim in the Pacific Ocean pretty regularly. So I know what those bodies of water smell like, and I know what like the water feels like. So sometimes if I feel water that feels like it came from that area or feels like that time I was there, I can actually smell what I smelled the last time I was there, which is usually like trees. But those mushrooms are an interesting experience. Yeah, it was an interesting thing. So I'd be really interested in finding that study. I'll see if I can find it. Taking a drug to change your mentality closer to one they would be more familiar with when an average brain is introduced to them can give a different approach to understanding what it influences. Exactly. It's a really interesting thing. Smell is one of the strongest senses linked to memory long term. It absolutely is. So it's definitely an interesting thing. It's definitely really interesting. That's why I don't remember anything, but you remember me, right, Rose? Okay. So guys, any other questions, just drop them in the Discord if you guys are part of that. We'll be, it's a horrible long-term memory. Oh no. Okay guys, tomorrow we're gonna be back at it with Silent Hill at 9 p.m. PST. We're gonna go 9 p.m. MST until midnight MST. We're playing Silent Hill 2. We are just starting that. So that's what you guys have to look forward to tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Rose's friend, Ant Blazer. They are super nice. They're playing Cash Cleaner Simulator. And I, as an accountant, I endorse this activity 100,000%. I appreciate that she is taking the time to make sure her money is clean. It really helps your accountants handle things appropriately and quickly. So guys, don't forget to eat something. Don't forget to drink something. Stand up and stretch if you guys need to. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And if it's a morning, afternoon, you guys are, have a great rest of your day. If it's evening where you guys are, get some good sleep. Don't forget to hydrate. Please, please, please hydrate. It's hot in a lot of parts of the country. So take good care of yourselves, guys. Take good care of yourselves, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on stream. Thank you everybody for the raids. Thank you for the resubs. And here's to many more wonderful months together. For all of you guys, we're raiding over to Ant Blazer now. And here is our raid message to drop in as we do that. That is not how I do that. It's my first day streaming. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. And we're going to go raid over to Ant Blazer now. Bye, guys.